So, I was talking to a brother of mine about a different shot method because he hates shot days, and I felt that completely because if you don't know me, I was on IM for 6 years, and it might not seem as though, and that is because shot anxiety. I will explain that in a little bit. But me and this brother were talking about my Xiasted, my auto injector, and how much easier than IM it is. And it just brought me back to thinking, damn, like, my transition is the perfect example of how shot consistency and shot anxiety can really make or break your transition and your progress. Because for me, I was doing my shots maybe twice or 3 times a month. I wasn't doing them 4 times a month like I should have been. And sometimes I wouldn't do them at all that month. I just had such an off and on inconsistent shot schedule that I made no progress for a while. So I want to talk about shot anxiety a little bit. I have such bad shot anxiety that my mom did my shots in my arm for 6 years. I did it in my thigh for about 1 year, but that hurt too bad. I even switched needle sizes before I quit completely and just went to my deltoid. I did that for 6 years, and my mom did them. When I tried to hold the needle to do shots, I would almost faint, and I would honestly almost faint after every shot that I got. So my needle phobia and my shot anxiety was real. It was very, very real, and it really slowed my transition because up until about last year, I really feel like I looked preteen, and then I'm finally getting into my manhood now that I have been consistent about my shots. It's because I was on IM for 6 years, almost. I was on gel for almost 2 years, and then I'm on sub-Q for a little over 2 years now, and I've been stable on my dose for them 2 years that I've been on it. And I have never missed a shot. I've never missed a shot. I make sure I don't. And the results are very much worth it. With the IM, I was so inconsistent, it didn't help, it didn't do anything. With the gel, my skin literally didn't absorb the testosterone, so my levels went down to the 200s for like a year, and my doctor in Ohio must have thought that since it was higher than standard female range that it was okay, but to me it was not okay. I wish he would have told me my levels instead of I wish I would have asked him what my levels were before I actually looked them up. I wish I would have just asked him what my levels were, because they were only in 200s, and I left them there for a year until I went to Connecticut and got them checked again, and then they were so low, they were like, whoa, this is not what we're going for. And I'm like, wow, that's so messed up. But anyways, gel didn't work for me. Sub-Q, I've been in the 700s to 900s to sometimes the thousands. It gets pretty high sometimes. With the Xiasted, that's usually where my levels stay. I've been steady on that dose for over, I hate flies, sorry, for over 2 years now. I do have a tiny bit of shot anxiety, but honestly what I do is I put on my Legend of Korra or my Avatar The Last Airbender or my favorite Netflix movies or my Buddhist Boot Camp podcast that I watch or will listen to, and I sit there and I listen to it for a second. I'll disinfect everything that I need to disinfect, wash my hands and all that stuff. I sit there and I basically tell myself, when you do this shot, you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. If you fuck up a little bit, it's gonna hurt, but you'll be okay. So I sit there, I watch my stuff, and I just kind of tell myself that subconsciously a little bit. I tell myself, you're a man, be a man. It's not gonna kill you, take this shot. And so I give myself a second to think about that, and then honestly, I give myself my shot. It takes literally 5 minutes, and it's so much easier than anything I have been on. Can't see the needle. You have no time to react to the injection, because when you press it in at a certain pressure, it just clicks the needle in. So you have no idea when you're about to get your shot. So there's nothing you can do. No time to react. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's a lovely surprise. But anyways, look back on my videos from a year ago to now, and see how much I have changed. Because I got a beard, my face filled out, my muscle tone, even though I don't work out very much, stays pretty much muscular, athletic. My voice has a deep tone to it. It's deeper on average, on the regular, more often. Just changes that I wasn't seeing on I Am and was so disappointed I wasn't seeing, finally are happening on Sub-Q, on the Cysteed. And I just want to show people that shot consistency is key to your transition. It is absolute key. I think that's the most important thing, besides taking care of yourself mentally and physically. Taking your shot consistently is a very important thing in your transition, because you're not going to get nowhere if you don't do the work and do what you're supposed to do. You might not want to do it, but if you need to do it, you'll do it. And I'm telling you, if you want changes in your transition, if you don't want to be one of those people that it happens too slowly, and that waits forever for their changes to happen, I would do my shot every week or at bi-weekly like you're supposed to, or whatever method you're on. Do it consistently. Shot consistency is absolutely key to transition. And that's all I wanted to say. I just hope a lot of guys get this and see this and realize that I'm right and start doing their shots regularly. Just want to help some people out. Peace.